Pas capis paub. Pas capis. He is risen. What an exciting moment of our annual calendar, isn't it? So my name's Alan, for those of you who don't know me. So I, along with Rachel, who was helping to lead worship this morning, we help to lead the team here at Capel Galedi. We have an amazing leadership team and then small group leaders and loads of people that basically make these gatherings happen, but then also the rest of the week. All of our events, all the things that happen, especially with Little Beacons, Make Lunch, our activities out and about, doing loads and loads of different things, as well as small groups and here on a Sunday. And of course, today, Easter, it is exciting, isn't it? Like maybe it doesn't quite get the same billing that Christmas does, but it is super exciting. So kids, got a question for you. What are some of your favorite things about Easter? Yes, Lucy? Chocolate. That's right. Of course, chocolate. Finding Easter eggs, chocolate. Yeah, my brother-in-law actually, so my sister's husband, he actually doesn't call it Easter Sunday. He calls it Chocolate Sunday. Kind of shows where he's at with Faith Journey as well. But also Chocolate Sunday, of course. What else? What else is exciting about this time of year? Anyone? Shout out, Kay. Jesus dying on the cross. There we go. Good answer from the leaders' kids. Good job, mate. Well done. Geth. Easter bunnies. Easter egg hunts. Yes, we've got an Easter egg hunt later. It's amazing, isn't it? Maybe school holidays. It's school holidays now. Gwyliau ysgol. Family visiting. I've got my mum and dad here. Family visiting's exciting. No one said Boyd's yet. Food. Come on, Barry, I expected that from you. We've got some Paradwys lamb later on for dinner. Anyone else got Paradwys lamb later? Yes, yes, excellent, come on. Rachel, clearly we're not selling this enough amongst the congregation. We've got more to sell. And of course, springtime, Gwanwyn, fresh life, new. Did anybody else just bask yesterday in the sun? Just a bit like, oh my goodness, our Hael is out. Please, Lord, more. We need more. But it's amazing, isn't it? All of these things, new life springing up around us. Chocolate. Like, what is not to love about this time? Right. But have you ever thought about how strange it is that Easter starts on the Friday, Good Friday, Dydd Gwener y Groglith, with a death, with a sign of the cross? And the cross kind of looks nice now that we've sanitized it and made it into jewelry. But actually, the cross was a shameful, painful way to die. So kids, I need a few volunteers to come up and help me out, please. Come on then, Belle. You coming, Roo? No, come on then. Who's going to help me? You got to come up. Can you come and stand over here, please? So line up. I can have a few. So stand there. Belle, you come and stand here. That's it, Reese. Oh, Joss, are you going to help out as well? Diolch. Move over slightly. That's it. Oh, yeah, put it down a sec. Put it down a sec. You'll have your time. Right. So you see, the Easter story starts with the cross. So kids, hold your hands out. Reese, put it down, please. So kids, hold your hands out in a cross shape. Both hands out. Both hands out. Sorry, I can't do it well. Hold on the microphone. There you go. So hold your arms out in a cross shape, yes. So over time, sticking your arms out like this would be quite a difficult position to hold, wouldn't it? Maybe a few minutes, your arms would start to ache a little bit. Maybe some of the stronger people, 5-10 minutes, they might be able to hold it before their arms just start to droop. Yes, you can. Carrying our own weight can be quite difficult over time. But you see, Jesus did not just go to the cross in this position for himself, but Jesus went to the cross and took on himself all the weights of the world. The Bible calls it sin, or yn Gymraeg pechod. This basically where we simply fall short of our best or right thing. Or as we shared in our Roman series a few weeks ago, which you can go back and listen to on YouTube, sin is a term from the archery realm, which in archery, if you miss the target, it's called a sin. So literally, sin is kind of an odd word in our culture, but it simply means missing the target, falling short, literally missing the mark. So Jesus did not just go to the cross for us, but he took on the weight of our mistakes and missing the mark, our sin. So here we go. Arms out, arms out, arms out. Anyone arms already hurting? Yeah, here we go, Belle. Can you hold that out for me? There we go. There's a little bit of extra weight for you. Here we go, Geth. You hold on to that one. You're a bit bigger. Hold that out. Hold that out. See how long you can hold it. Here we go. Then, Gladiator. Thank you. Thank you. Joseph, can you hold on to this one for me? That's it. Well done. Well done. Here we go. So Jesus took on our weight, which makes it very difficult to hold out, doesn't it? Here we go, Caleb. Hold on. Yes, can you help me? That's it. So Jesus didn't just hold his own weight, but he held on all the other weight. But you see, often we don't miss the mark just a little bit, do we? We can miss the mark quite a lot. So we can miss the mark a lot, but as well, it's not just about us missing the mark, but it's about all of our sin, all of our missing the mark. We had to carry even more and more and more to eventually, this is still going, fair play to him, but he took on all of this. Jesus bore our weight, and it's difficult to hold that up, isn't it? Eventually, his body was broken as he took that weight onto the cross. Down, kids. Right, do you want to put them down? Do you want to come and grab a seat? There's some more stuff for you. Well done. So the Bible says in 1 Peter 2, verse 24, he personally carried our sins in his body on the cross so that we can be dead to sin and live for what is right. By his wounds, you are healed. The weight of sin Jesus took on himself, it was too much. He was to die, give up his life in repayment of the debt that we had created. And how significant is this? That 2,000 years later, his death is still acknowledged today. Celebrated, in fact, this man Jesus is factually true. Wherever you believe of the significance of today, there is as much evidence for any person in history as there is for Jesus. There was indeed this man who was so radical that there are claims of miracles and healings and followers and so much more, that this man made a mark in the history books. He was definitely crucified and he died at the hands of Pilate. Okay? Factually true. He's one of the most factually relevant people. But here at Easter, we remember and even celebrate his death on the gruesome cross that led to a tomb, my bedroth, a dark place of death, decay, the end, a doeth. The celebratory Easter story gets stranger, doesn't it? Jesus took on all of our pain, sin, the times when we missed the mark, sacrificing himself on the cross, what the Bible describes as like a sacrificial lamb, in something that we call atonement. And this literally means an exchange for or in place of something. And Jesus invites us to hand over our baggage, to hand over our weight as he stands there, arms open wide, dealing with our stuff, saying, come, put that on me, I will carry it for you. So why is this Easter story that starts with death, pain, sin, and a tomb something for us to idathly, to celebrate? Because all this build-up is an invitation. We are invited into this place to put to death, or in more accessible language, to hand over those moments when we miss the mark. Like maybe for you, it's not so much about you feeling as though, oh, I've missed the mark on something, or what I do is bad or a sin. You just sometimes feel as though you don't fit in. Maybe you just feel as though, well, I'm just not quite right. I can't help it. It's just the way I am. I am just a bit broken. You don't know what I've been through, what I've seen, what I've done. I'm just broken. It's not about what I am doing, but it's just who I am. Well, this invitation isn't for you to just casually hand over a problem and say sorry, like a naughty kid who's just broken a vase playing football in the lounge. No, it is so much more. The handing over and saying sorry is an important thing. It is really important for us to recognize that, yeah, we're all broken. We have all missed the mark at times. Because you see, when we hand things over, those things that we carry, we put that weight on the cross for Jesus to deal with, and we allow him to carry it into this tomb of death, this tomb that represents the end. It's finished, done. Do you know what Jesus does with this? Dyna pam rydyn ni'n dathlu Pasg. This is why we celebrate Easter. The Sunday, heddiw, today, the great redemptive plan from creation was that Jesus would come, he would have to die to atone for us, but he would smash out of the tomb in triumphant victory on our behalf. As we respond to the invitation of Jesus to lay down our pain and brokenness, to say sorry, it doesn't stop there. The invitation is not just one way of us going, oh, sorry. But no, it's an exchange. It frees up our hands to be able to pick up our true identity as we lay down the lies that we have believed, the things that people have spoken over us that have gone into our identity that are not of God. The pain we carry, we then have empty hands to be able to pick up the truth that you are loved, you are chosen, you are accepted. There is an exchange of shame for acceptance, despair for hope, pain for love. Jesus does not limit himself to a superhero persona, swooping in, saving us, and then flying off as a myth that we wonder if it was ever true. No, but he comes down to journey with us. He deals with our sin for good. He smashes out of that tomb, breaks the power that a wrong identity has on our hearts and minds because it is finished. Gothen, done, over, smashed into a million pieces. If we choose to accept it, try putting this egg back together now. You can't. It's broken. You no longer have a tomb of death to live in, but a freedom to live in hope. And what does Jesus ask in return? Not a lot, just your whole life. Sounds a bit scary when I say it like that, doesn't it? But you know what the reality is that we give our lives to things all of the time, whether we realize it or not, and importantly, whether it's good for us or not. But the giving of ourselves to Jesus as first and foremost importance is not that one of a sacrifice and loss, but one where when you give, you will receive your life in abundance returns. Luke 6, Luke 6:38 yn dweud, os gennych roi byddwn yn derbyn, cewch lawr iawn mwy yn ôl, wedi I wasgu I lawr ei ysgwyd I wneud lle I fyw, byth yn gorlifo. Luke 6:38, give and you will receive. Your gift will be returned to you in full, pressed down, shaken together, and made room for more, running over and poured into your lap. What an amazing image. As we give more of our lives, we will see it returned to overflow with goodness. So this Easter, why not make it more than seal chocolate sundae, but try coming before the cross, allowing Jesus to bear the weight of where you have fallen short of the target, laying that down and freeing your hands to pick up your new identity and freedom, knowing you are loved, chosen, and accepted.